Hear that? I hear a plane. A small plane. It's very rare here. Seems like it's less rare than it used to be. Sometimes, oh, I can see it way up there in the clouds, high up. Just a little prop plane. I was thinking about music again. And I think I made a video about making longer songs and how I thought that'd be interesting. And I was investigating what are the longest songs that have been released. And I thought, I think I'll collect some of those. And I'll put them on my phone so I can listen to them while I'm walking around. Because I'm interested in the format of something beyond a 3-minute something song. I'm interested in a greater tale. And I think the longer songs that are out there are like 10 minutes or so. That's only 3 times longer. But I want songs that are, like you listen to a whole audiobook, and it's bigger than an article. And some of the books do repeat themselves a lot, so I think they needed a good editor. But I think I like the idea of ballads that just go on for a whole tale, and they bring you into a whole world. And I guess I'm not just thinking about music, although music is fine. That might be nice to have a music you experience longer, but I guess I want the poetry that's in there. Because that's where poetry lives in society, at least in mine, is in music. In that case, I want words I can understand. Because sometimes there's so much noisy music, like, you look at hard rock or something. I mean, I'm even in a song where you can't even hear what I'm saying because I'm just used as a sample, source of sampling. And then beyond that, what I'm thinking about is songs that are made like that and then released as free. And maybe you don't release rights to recreate it, or maybe you do. And then anybody can tell that tale. The long tale of somebody, the long tale of whatever. Long form music. Long form poetic storytelling in music. Sounds pretty cool. I don't even like musicals as movies. I'm always just sitting there wondering, why are these people singing? I understand it. But maybe it could be done in a way I actually enjoy. And maybe we could create some of those. Because music does have power. Story has power. It teaches us from the lives of others, or made up people even. It could be fictional. It teaches us ethics and I like the idea a lot. Making really long songs that some people have rights to recreate it, but preferably the whole world. We make it a story for the world. I like Creative Commons. That's a great way to give something away and you still get credit for it, which you could then use to sell things in the normal way of selling information. But really, I want to break away from it entirely. Happy Birthday was an owned song for a long time. It's now public domain, I believe. So anyone can now sing and play Happy Birthday and video it, share it anywhere they want. But that family fought hard to retain control over this song that is so part of our society. Well, shouldn't we have songs for all the rituals in our lives that we own as people on the planet, that aren't owned by any corporation or family or individual? If it's that important in our culture, I think we need songs for birth, death, marriages. Not that those are a good idea, but people do it. Less and less of them. That we have songs of great joy, solemn songs of contemplation, songs we can share for all the power that music offers, with no commercial activity at all. And I actually like the idea of releasing things to public domain more than Creative Commons, because then you don't even have to credit it. And anybody who looked it up they could still find out who the original creator was, and you can still get the glory. And you get the additional glory of having given it away to the world, which in my estimation makes you a much more wonderful person. That's why I give away so much of my thoughts. I know thoughts are a dime a dozen, I suppose, but the way I think is complex enough that I think it has value. I connect up ideas together in a dang near insane way. You know, I envision what cannot exist in the world as it is. I'm a science fiction thinker. And I want to give those thoughts away. How much can we give away, and how much can we own our culture again? I wonder a lot about that. Well, we'll see if we can make any progress. I'll do my best. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And that if you have, your basic survival needs met, maybe even your artistic and storytelling needs, that you can release at least some of your efforts to make it be the most valuable it can be, and that's giving it away to everyone. Of course, they can always just copy and steal it. Who cares? There was a really interesting case where a band was frustrated with being owned by their label, and they broke away in some ways, and they decided something really pretty revolutionary, and that is, at their concerts, anybody could hold up their recording device and record them, and then trade those recordings. You know the name of that band? The Grateful Dead. It seems like a minor thing just to say, we let people do this. It's okay. It's no longer a crime. We give our music away for you to record and trade. And guess what? The result of that was that band profited immensely. They suddenly had, millions of followers promoting their work. And off of that, they were still able to scrape out a living, and a very good one. They became famous and profitable, because even if you give away huge amounts, especially of something like information, which can be copied at no cost, or nearly no cost, especially now. I mean, back then, it was tape recorders and stuff, and there were people making mixed tapes and tapes of I recorded this show at this time. It became, collector's items of data. And now, one piece of data given away could spread across the entire planet. You could have songs that go worldwide. Think about that as a musician. You could write a song that you give away to the entire world, and if that catches with the zeitgeist of the people, if it serves them well, then you could have that song spread further than any song in the history of any song has ever spread ever. Because you're breaking away from the normal intellectual property rules of how society works. You decided unilaterally to break away and create a work of art that is free from all control, even yours. And other people will copy it, remix it, make their own versions, twist it. They might make stuff you don't even like. And that's okay. That's revolutionary. You could have sites that only host those files for free. And something like music files are tiny. Just audio. You could also host music videos. Anyone can make a music video of it. And as far as the gold star on you, you get a big one for everything you give away. If you want fame and fortune, give it away. Just a thought for you. Good luck.